Okay, so the brand new Yoder Wichita just delivered. Some assembly required, not a lot. As you can see in here on the bottom grate of the cooking chamber, there's another grate that's just kind of sitting here. This was an upgrade that I got, which is the charcoal rack for the cooking chamber. So that allows you to use it as a giant charcoal grill for direct cooking if you wish. I just got it because you never know, someday maybe. Inside here is also a little cardboard box. And inside that cardboard box comes with your instruction manual, which gives you the congratulations on owning a Yoder paragraph at the beginning. It tells you some things to do to work it properly as far as adjusting the dampers and so on. It also tells you how to season it, which is good, because I was wondering myself, is it going to come with directions on how to season this before I cook? And it sure does. It also gives you some directions on the flow damper on the cooking, or on the heat side here. Because you'll notice, here's your heat box. Well, there's no way to adjust the flow here. So what are you going to do? Use your finger when this is 450 degrees. Now you open it up, open up the door here. On the back side, there's your little adjustment lever. And at first I thought, now why in the world is that in there? And then I realized, okay, it's for shipping purposes. It's loose here with this nut, so you just basically just reverse it. You take that nut off yourself and reverse it so that you got your control on the outside, which is no big deal. So now we look inside here. This is the firebox. There's your charcoal grate. Set your charcoal and your wood, whatever there. And up top is the removable cooking grate, should you want to use it as a little mini charcoal grill and do your steaks and hot dogs for the kids. Save all the ribs and brisket for yourself. And on top of that, it looks like I'm going to be cooking a plastic bag. But this is actually my grill cover, or my smoker cover. I ordered that as an extra. It's a $95 charge. However, since I ordered a Yoder Wichita loaded, which is the upgrade, all the upgrades that come with it, they threw that in for $50, which is nice of them. So, and it's embroidered Yoder Smokers competition something. It says on the back there, competition grade. That's right, buddy. So it'll look good sitting there when it's covered up on a rainy day. So that's what it looks like when you unwrap it off of the pallet, take all the shrink wrap off. A couple things to do. The thermometers also are in that box because they don't come attached, again, for shipping purposes. You don't want them to get busted off somehow. And it's pretty easy to work these. They're just wrapped loosely in this little bubble wrap. I already got one out. So here's your thermometer. It's got a couple threads on it, and it's got two big nuts so that you can adjust so that it's centered when you screw it in. So we're going to go ahead and do one of those. Not that it's rocket science, but because I got the camera here and I got it in my hand, let's do it. So here it is. There's the hole in the lid there. Put it in and screw it in. Nothing to it. And you see how it's sideways? That's tight right there. I can't tighten it anymore. If I turn it back to make it straight, it's loose. So that's what those adjustment nuts are for. You just kind of work them until you can get it in there tight and it's straight. The other one's already in. So that's pretty much it. There's your little tag that you know it's real. It's got your serial number and it's also got your manufacturing date on it. So when you have this for 75 years, as is the warranty, you can look back and say, geez, oh Pete, I got that back in 12. Wow, 2012. Here I am, smoking at 85 years old in 2000, whatever it'll be. Yeah, anyway, so, of course, here's your smokestack. Here's your little cover that comes on it. It's heavy duty. It's hinged on one side, so you can cover it for those rainy days. Or you can just buy a cover like I did. But this also is some of your flow control. You slow down your flow, slow down your temperature, increase your smoke, and vice versa. Speed up your flow, lessen your smoke, and perhaps even kick up your temperature with the increased flow. But usually you leave this open, wide open when you're going to be smoking, just because you don't want creosote building up on your food. When they take a smoke bath, that's not good. But you want a steady flow of smoke flowing past your food. Okay, there's your giant wagon wheels. This unit is heavy duty. I looked at the pictures online. I seen a couple videos myself, and it just seemed like a big steel gas grill, sort of. But let me tell you, it's heavier. You think it's loaded with gold bricks, and it costs as much that it should be loaded with gold bricks. But no, this is a lifetime unit. This is the real deal. So we're going to be real happy with this. This is going to last a lifetime. My kids will probably get it when I'm gone. With regular care, keeping it out of the direct rain and snow and ice, this is going to be a lifelong unit. A couple more things that comes with it I want to mention before I turn it off is this little ash rake, which is pretty handy. It's got a nice long handle on it. It's probably 2 foot long. Don't know if you can tell from the video. And it probably weighs 3 or 4 pounds. But it's got a nice curve on it so that you can reach inside either your firebox here, and if you can get the light going there, you can rake your ashes out. Well, that's pretty cool. And it's also got it's also able to be used in the cooking chamber as well, should you use your charcoal grates. And one thing I want to mention too is the loaded Wichita, which comes with the counterweight on the door. It comes with the second thermometer. At least that's what they told me on the phone. I'm not sure if the other ones come with the second thermometer also, but they said this one does. But regardless, the counterweight on the door, which helps to hold the door open, it actually makes it a little heavier to open the door, but it helps to hold it open, which is nice. This is the loaded unit, but it does not come with the cooking chamber charcoal grate. That is one more extra, and it does not come with the cover. That also is an extra. So this is a loaded Wichita with 2 extras: the cooking chamber charcoal grate and the cover. So if you order a loaded Wichita, you won't get those 2 things, but you will get everything else that you see here. You'll get the second rack in the cooking chamber, which is removable. It is one solid piece. And looking at it here, I'd say, you could probably fit a good 4 more slabs of ribs on that, or just kind of use it as a warming tray if you're using it as a charcoal grill here. In the bottom rack, I have no idea how many slabs of ribs, but I tell you what, tomorrow I will find out and I will let you know. But this is going to be a good deal here. So that's all for now. Wait, no, it's not. There's one more thing. If you look at this, you probably can't tell on the video here, but it seems to be tipping just a little bit on the left. Yeah, I don't think you can tell from the camera. I'm trying to hold this camera as level as possible. It just looks like it's angling a little bit to the left. And that's intentional, because you'll notice here there's actually a grease drain that comes out of this far left edge. And that's where your grease obviously drips down and drains, so it doesn't drain towards your firebox and start a fire. So it's supposed to drain this way. Hopefully we don't have that much grease falling and pooling up that it needs to be flowing out of here. But just in case, it comes with a little hook so you can hang a little bucket or something there so you don't mess up your sidewalk or your yard and start attracting coons and all sorts of vermin at night. Here's a little handle, which also doubles as a utility tool rack. You know what I'm trying to say. Hang your tongs and stuff there if they have hooks, but it's basically your handle to move it around. Comes with the front rack there, of course. All the units come with that. It comes with the rack down below, and it comes with another little hook there. Not sure what that's for. Maybe it's just to hang something. Don't know. Haven't discovered that yet. But here you go. So that's it. Well, maybe that's not it. One more thing I should mention. See these holes here in the top of the cooking chamber lid? These holes lead up into this box here. Now, what is that for? Is that some sort of a weight, or what's going on with that? Well, it's sealed here. There's nothing coming out. And actually what this is designed for is like a little hot plate. So if you want to set a dish of who knows what there while you're grilling, the heat comes up through those big holes that you just saw and heats up this giant plate here. And it just creates your little hot plate. So you can set your pan of ribs there to stay warm. I don't know how smart that is, though, with a big pan of something. The wind might knock it down, but you can set your jar of sauce there, heat it up. You'll find a use for it. If not, it's just there, not hurting anybody. Okay, so that's it. That's the Yoder Wichita loaded unboxing. And when we get her going and fired up, we'll see you again.